Those who have experienced the manipulation and the darkness of financial markets have understood the reality that we face in our generation. The wall of lies, the wall of control, the wall of manipulation that you set for yourself is just nothing but smoke and mirror. We feel that we are in control, but at every point in your life, you are being controlled by someone else. And if you have been in financial market for a long time, you come across these realities very quickly than a guy who is just trying to chase his dream. Because money is the source of power that is governing your life. Companies and countries are built and lost on just one concept: money. Without money, the government cannot fund wars, the government cannot fund progress, and the companies cannot grow and earn profits. The story is not about manipulation. The story is about how to identify that you are getting manipulated by just looking at one simple thing. That one simple thing is look at people what they are doing, not what they are saying. This is my thinking framework for a lot of time, and this has been taught to me by the market itself. And there are multiple examples that how a narrative, a simple narrative, can shift the thinking process of whole generation. Let's take the latest example of ethanol blending. Initially, it was published as an opportunity to drop petroleum prices with the guarantee that it is more efficient than petrol. But right now what we are seeing is completely opposite to that. We are seeing crores and crores of losses for not the one in power, but the one who has spent his life savings to buy a liability, a car, a motorcycle, which cannot sustain the burden of a single policy change by the government. If we were sensible, we would have looked at what actually the policy holders were doing in the background, setting up their own manufacturing facilities and trying to capitalize on the opportunity of what the policy change can bring them in their life. We have been more financially successful. Most of the time, the common people were not looking at what they're doing in the background, but what they're saying. And this is a whole web of manipulation that works against you. Nowadays, our news are also controlled by bigger companies. Go and look who controls the majority of the news channel in India. They are held by corporations, and corporations have their own agenda. Let's take the second example that is clear in plain sight. How the AI CEOs manipulate into thinking that AI will take all the jobs. Now let's break down their concept. Let's see what they're saying and what actually they are doing. They're saying that AI will change everything. We are moving into robotics. We are moving into a future where people don't have to work. In the background, what is happening that a lot of companies are competing with each other to grab a lot of market share. And when there is a lot of competition, the only outcome is that somebody has to lose. So a lot of these AI companies, now they are going and raising funds from the public space. Why they're doing this? Maybe some of the early investors are trying to get out. Maybe they are trying to fund their own failing ventures. Or if they are just burning cash and now they're looking for more cash. Where does this cash comes from? This cash is nothing but someone's pension fund, someone's savings, who they are given to institutions like mutual funds, hedge funds. These institutions go and buy these failing concepts. In history, there has been a concept called build a castle in the sky so that everybody is fascinated with that castle and try to sell that castle to common people. Common people gets into it, the castle falls. This has been a clear tactics that is in plain sight. And the most easy way to identify it, look at what they are doing, not actually what they are saying. If you just follow this one principle, you will be able to identify a lot of fake people and fake news in your life and may be able to take correct financial decisions. Sometimes it's not about complexity. Sometimes it's just about identifying and cross checking a bit of reality. See you later.